Hello, this is QED Denial here, bringing you another cast from the Southeast Asia Clan Cup. This is where we put players from different ranks, all got placed together. In this one we have QED Schintzel, a Platinum Protoss, playing a Masters level Zerg in vKnAut. Now I've already got, it's interesting to see what happens here. I'm watching this replay mainly to see Schintzel's Forge Fast Expand move. Obviously it's well enough. I'll tell you the result now. He beats a Master Zerg with it, so it must be a decent build. So this will be handy for all players of QED who wish to see this build in person. They can come watch this YouTube clip and catch what's going on. For that reason, I'll bring up the production tab so we can see when and what goes down. Pylon at 9 at the ramp. Pretty standard. Over here on Nut's side, he's just droning away at the moment, so his Overlord coming, another drone. Looking to probably go straight into hatch. It's a large map, so he might place the hatch straight down, a 14 hatch, instead of going the early spawning pool to get that early income. Schintzel here, or QED Schintzel, is out searching now, scouting. He should have scouted across first here, but unfortunately he'll scout second, the Zerg's base. Gas going down now for Nut, so it's going to be a speedling expand. But looks like he'll drop the spawning pool down now and do a speedling expand, a very safe form of expanding. He'll put 3 drones on gas, get enough gas for speed, and then expand off that. Schintzel here is going to witness that. Instead, he's got his forge down, still just probing away, building nothing more than probes. I believe he's saving up the minerals now to put down another pylon, so it doesn't get supply blocked, and then he'll probably go into the Nexus. Spawning pool is just about completed. He's got his 3 drones on gas. We'll see if he keeps mining it after he gets his 70 gas, or 100 gas, sorry, that he needs for speed, or whether he'll send them back onto the mineral patches. Pretty still standard opening here. The gateway's gone now, so he's gone gateway before he's gone Nexus. Spawning pool is up now, and it's perfect timing there. Gas, yep, and then he's taking the drones off gas. He's taken 1 drone off gas, so he's only to keep. Nope, he's going to take them all off. So it's perfect timing there by Nut to get speed straight up and stands there. He's got his gateway down, forge down. This drone here is being a bit annoying when he's trying to lay this Nexus down. And here it comes now. He's going to drop the cannon down first, not the Nexus down first, and he's going to fully wall off with another gateway. He's playing around with the drone here, making sure the drone doesn't get a nice kill, and that's a nice little snatch there. He's probably not going to put that gateway down now, and he is still going to put his cyber down. So it's going to be a complete wall off by Schintzel here, and he still hasn't dropped his Nexus, and now the Nexus is going down now. So he's slightly behind on economy of this build, so we'll see how he catches up. The hatchery is down for Nut now, and he's still just droning away. He hasn't built any lings as of yet. Sorry, my lie. He's built a full 6 lings. He tried to do a ling rush in. Schintzel managed to get the gateway up in time to prevent that. So those lings now will be used for map control. Take the Zelnaga towers, and general just for any harass, and also to try and find the scouting probe, which he's off looking for now. He's looking for proxy pylons. He's seen the scouting drone now. This probe unfortunately is not going to get away. It's going to get tracked down. Speed will kick on soon. He's got a nice little pylon up here. Not sure what that's going to scout. Nut here is not going to scout the proxy pylon, although it's not too proxy being all the way up there. These lings now just going around, still looking for any more probes that might have escaped. With a full wharf like this, he doesn't have any probes out on the map, which stops him putting any more proxy pylons down, so he needs that proxy pylons up there. And I think, is it going to be scouted? No, it's not scouted by Nut. Nut did not, oh, he did see that, he's come back to get it. So he's got rid of the proxy pylon as well, which is unfortunate because Schintzel will need that without any probes being able to leave his base with the full wall off. In order to leave later on, he's going to have to destroy that pylon or that cannon. As it stands now, he's just going to probe up. He's got +1 coming and wall gate, and his first zealot popping out now, or second zealot popping out now. He's got 1 already positioned at the front. Still only these 6 lings from Nut. He's just droning and droning and droning behind this, making the most of what he sees as the full wall off. The first, and still no tech from Schintzel. He's kept it pretty simple here. He needs to watch that Zealot doesn't get too a bit overzealous there, which it has. Oh no, no, is he gonna get it away in time? Bit of micro here from Nut. Zealot's running. Oh, and it falls. And he's going to notice now it's a full wall off. He tried to get that Zergling in to check how steady that wall off was, and it was a full. So Nut's now going to grab a quick third. He knows that he's scouted for the proxy pylons. He believes he's safe. Schintzel here can't leave his base of more than one unit at a time. He hasn't, because warp gate isn't up yet, and he has no. He's going for robotics and 3 gateways. So a 4-gate robo build off of 2 bases at the moment. Still no other tech other than the robotics. +1 is done, or just about done. Could use some chronos on that. He's got enough chronos saved up, but he's using them all on probes at the moment. He's starting to move the gateways. This overlord though is going to scout this full setup here. He's going to know exactly what is being built by Schintzel. So perfect timing here from this overlord to find out exactly what's going on. Schintzel though is going to keep craning out his probes. Dropping Stalker out to harass that. Pylon at the back of his base. I'll turn those gateways into warp gates. +1 is just about done. Nut though, got his third. He's got to saturate that now, which he should be doing shortly. He's got enough drones out that all new drones should be heading to the new base. He's got his Roach Warren building. He's going to lair. He's set his queen over there now to go to the third. Not much creep spread though. If you've got that much time to drone up, probably could have seen some more creep spread. He's got a macro hatch up. Gone into a warp prism. It'll be a warp prism. This is going to solve the problem of not being able to leave his base. Warp prism has 2 more gateways, so it's going to be a 6-gate robo with warp prism harass. This overlord though has seen the warp prism. Unfortunately for Schintzel, he's seen the warp prism, so Nut should be on awares of what's happening now. As this warp prism is going to come up here and check for a third and see a third. Roach is coming up now to defend the third. The Zealot here though did a bit of scouting and saw it earlier. Warp prism coming up now. Oh, what's he doing? Zealots. So he's going to drop in with some Zealots. Burrow being researched and Roach speed being researched by Nut. No hydrogen or anything to deal with the warp prism. Twilight Council going down by Schintzel to give some more tech. The Zealots being dropped now. Unfortunately the Roaches, wherever they went, he must have moved the Roaches back, which is unfortunate because he might lose his third now without those Roaches. Queen's leaving, more drones coming, but he needs to get some units over here to save this third. And here come those 3 Roaches from before. More than enough to deal with the Zealots if he kites properly. But these Zealots are going to leave. He's going to pick them up and leave. So a nice little micro there from Schintzel. He probably could have taken a bit more damage onto that first before he picked up and left. As it stands though, he's made the Roaches move over there. He's spawning even more Roaches, I believe, now. Yep, more Roaches. So he's going to mass Roaches and get a Spine Crawler down. So this is basically pretty well defended soon from Schintzel's drops. Another Overlord, Overseer dripping in now to see what's going on. He sees mass gateways. We're up to 7 gates now, Schintzel. 7 gates, Twilight, Robo, 2 bases. Schintzel needs to break down that and we'll move out soon. Changeling there following the Stalker. Not really going to be able to do much. It should be detected by Schintzel soon. And it's pretty obvious that he's following. This warp prism obviously went in and saw there was way too much defense there and has had to leave. He's dropping down another Spine Crawl and Spore Cross. This third is going to be very well defended. He's going up for Spy now, so Mutilus play will definitely be coming out now. There'll be a 3-base Mutilus Roach play. Very gas heavy, so I don't expect too many more Roaches to be made. He's got a nice group here now, and he'll probably save up the rest of his gas to use for the Mutilusts when he can. He hasn't got a lot of gas. He's got a fair bit of gas floating now, so he can produce up to 6 Mutilusts now when that Spire pops, which would be nice. To start doing harass with it. Heaps and heaps of Stalkers now being brought in. He's Stalkers there. It's just a gateway heavy army. He's only got 1 Immortal. 2 Immortals now. He's getting his 2nd Immortal out now. And going for a 3rd. Blink has been finished. He's now researching +2. His units have got +1/+1. If you look at Nut, it's only on +1 at the moment. But as I said, 8 Mutilusts, so he managed to get enough to get 8 Mutilusts going. He's got more gas mining off 3 bases now, and he's going for his 4th. So that Mutulus count is going to rise pretty quick. And he's getting melee attack +1 as well. Not as necessary, I don't think. Probably can stick with range. He's got Roaches and he's got Mutulus, and that's his main damage dealing units. Upping the 1 will help his Zerglings, but yeah, probably better off spending it on ranged if possible. More Overseers coming. He's obviously worried about maybe some DT play, which isn't happening. Which is probably strange for him. He's going to take the Cyber out, so he's not going to be able to build any more Stalkers, so he's dropped down Cyber up here. So that's going to delay any more stalk production for a bit. This is a nice big force from Schintzel coming out with the warp prism to help defend. You've got +1 air coming up now. You've got there's a nice little Zergling burrow here to prevent any expands. That Overlord fell pretty quick. Down here you've got another Zergling burrow to make sure no expansions happen there. And these Zerglings up here on patrol to check for any probes there. Nut will see this coming, and he has a decent supply lead on Schintzel. So you see how Schintzel micros his way to victory here. He's warped another 7 stalkers back at his base. Deals a Mutalisk. Mutalisk harass has begun. Nut here has taken his eye off the ball and has left his Mutalisks to face these stalkers, which is a very, very, very bad move, and he's lost a lot of them because of it. He did a fair bit of damage to probes. The probes have had to move. If you look at the workers killed units tab, sorry, we'll bring up workers killed, which is he managed to kill a lot of probes there, 17 probes before they got moved. Now we're missing the main fight here. My apologies. And here we go. Those Mutalisk move was the baddest thing for Nut. This is probably my worst shoutcast ever. Sorry, gentlemen. I missed the main fight here. Schintzel's pushed in. He's managed to eliminate most of the Zerglings and Roaches from Nut. And now moving in. This Warp Prism is causing a lot of harass. It all comes down to that bad micro there by the Mutalisk. This force here is just going to be too powerful for this hatchery, and it will fall. He's still got enough sentries here that he can force field the ramp if necessary with enough energy. And he's continuing to warp in more, including more sentries, more energy. And this hatchery is falling here, and he's going to notice the drones are heading straight up there on auto move. And know that there must be another hatchery building up there. Infestation pit going down. I even missed that being built. Zerg air attack +1 has finished. So Schintzel's now taken the third and brought it back to 2-2. The counterattack has begun by Nut. Not too many units in this though, and with a couple of good warp-ins can be defended. Schintzel needs to keep the pressure on now. He doesn't need to give time for all these units to spawn. For Nut. He sent the Zealots up there, and they're going to take rid of that hatchery. He's buried the drones to save them. Very nice move. He's just going to try and do a base raid here by the looks of it from Nut. He's leaving this force alone. He's going for kind of a base raid situation. But Schintzel should have enough units that he can force field this ramp if necessary. And his upgrade count is at 2-1, which is higher than his roaches, but he needs to micro these back. I know he's attacking the main at the moment, but just force field it off. Unfortunately, he's let them pass. He needs to force field it off. Need to do something. He's now going to A-move the probes in this, which is going to leave a lot of probes lost. No, he's split them in half. The attack though is still going on in the main here. He's taking out another hatchery of Nuts. He can probably take out the spies for preventing any more Mutalisks being built. This Mutalisk ball though is heading over now, and we'll start trying to clean up buildings of Schnitzels. As these roaches are about to fall, but these Mutalisks will be a whole new worry for Schintzel. He's now only mining off one base, so he's not going to be able to keep mining for too long. He's lost his warp prism up here, so he's not going to get any more backup here. So this attack is it for here, but this is more than enough to deal with what's coming out. He's taking out all the hatcheries. No, he's taking out the macro hatchery. As soon as he's taking out the main hatchery of Nut and the rest of the tech. This attack again with the Mutalisk, just attack moving into these stalkers. And with a bit of blink micro, Schintzel's managed to hold off these Mutalisks quite effectively, even sniping them as they ran away. What most impressed here was Schintzel's been able to multitask slightly better than this master player, catching him completely off guard here. And this army's just on an A move here. But he's managed to keep his attention back on the force that's in here and be able to microwave from Mutalisk when necessary. Now facing off the rest of the, now trying to beat off the rest of the roaches. We do have burrow. These Zerglings though will cause a bit of problem for these walkers. Another warp prism up to help warp in with the main army over here. Needs an observer up as he's burrowed so many units here. He's managed to drop an expansion down here to hide, and there's still an expansion at the top, but there's no drones. He's got 3 drones, but they're not mining. He's not mining anywhere at the moment. Nut has minerals, but he's not mining, and all he's doing, and now he's swinging back to drones, and he's realised he has to start droning up again. So he has to start getting tech down again. He has no tech down, and he's just not, I don't know if he's doing enough damage to Schintzel to warrant it. Well, he has actually. There's no probes left for Schnut. But Schnut has done very cheekily, he has picked up his probes, and use the warp prism to drop probes over into this hidden expansion and expand there. When this base comes up, he can pretty much sack this because Nut's going to have no idea where all these reinforcements are coming from. And with the broad prism over here, he's just going to keep warp gating all units that he gets minerals from in this base here. Even though he has the minerals at the moment, Nut's going to have no idea where this other base is unless he flies one of his overseers over there. As another base goes down for Nut, he's got officially no mining. He's got the minerals, but no mining and no tech. he can't replace anything. He's got no tech. Now, spawning pool's coming up now here in a little corner. Very unlikely to be scattered there, admittedly. You wouldn't really go back in there after you've destroyed everything. And he's also double expanding out here. He's still got a very high mineral count and nothing to do with it. These roaches are going to take out the main, and he's really hoping that when he takes out this main, he sees that his opponent has not expanded anywhere, and that the unit's being revealed. He thinks he's checked everywhere, but he hasn't. Now, unfortunately, he's going to get the little notice at the moment, though, that it hasn't been revealed, and this time he's going to come back and clean up this attack force. Schintzel's done a base race, and has just managed to trick this Masters player into what's going on. Mainly that all it came down was those mutalisks that have harassed. They took 17 probes, and he took his mine off to deal with the attack force of Schintzel. And those mutalisks fell, and they would have been so much more useful staying with the main army. And thankfully for Schintzel, he didn't take his eye off the ball. There is no observers out though, unfortunately, so these units can stay burrowed for as long as they want. There's not even a robot to build an observers with, so those roaches are going to stay there for quite some time and be annoying. Schintzel though is going to start going out now and looking for other bases. It'll be interesting though to see when Nut actually scouts and realises that this base is here. He's going to find this base here and take this out pretty quick. That stalker is going to blink away nicely. He's looking after all his units here, Schintzel, trying to look after every unit as possible, which is a very nice play. This hatchery now falls. The spawning pool though here is nice and safe and sound, so he can still build zerglings. He's going to push back in here to find out what's going on. Nut can't really come back from this, to be honest. He's struggling to come back. He just doesn't understand how Schintzel keeps getting more money. He's starting to build up some economy now, but he has no tech. He's got to drop down everything again. The roach warren's coming down again now, but the spawning pool's gone again. So once he builds a roach warren, he can't build anything more but roaches. And he's buried these roaches again to save them along, but Schintzel can just do another warp in here as necessary, and these roaches can't go anywhere. They can't burrow and move. All they can do is burrow. So they can't go anywhere. He's slowly building up economy again. He's chrono boosting out probes. He's not forgetting to keep doing that. He's now chasing down. He's now going to check this expansion to see if Nut has expanded up here secretly somehow. But he'll find that with the rocks there, he hasn't. Nut still hasn't scouted this, and he's even starting to build more pylons here. He's got supply blocks. Another warp in here from Schintzel would be able to handle most of what's going on here. He's got, yep, another warp in. And he'll just keep hitting those roaches. Nut hasn't got much else he can do here. This match is slowly drawing to a close. This force is too strong, too powerful, and he's going around. He'll find this last base eventually. Nut will watch through this replay later and realise his mistake he made. He has got the Spire coming up again, but it's which would be handy, but not anymore. Unfortunately, he's missed his chance. He's got one mutalisk out here who's going to get sniped down from this stalker. And Nut just is a bit lost right now on what to do. This last space has been found, and it will fall pretty quickly now. These roaches here are thinking, he knows there must be a nexus still somewhere, but has got no idea where this nexus might be. Unfortunately for Nut, this isn't all the force that is left from Schintzel. He's got more pylons, so he can build more gateways. Just keep building forces out from here, and he's still got these gateways here building. A bit of a mistake there. A moved his zealots onto the gateway, trying to help the roaches a little bit there, help them take out. Nut has not been replaced. a bit of BM from Schintzel now on Nut and GG. I'm not really called for that little BM there at the end. Schintzel didn't know. For all he knew, that there could have been another base put back up here, but there wasn't, and it was necessary that there should have been a leaving soon. But good game from Schintzel. He just really came down to that one mutalisk attack here, which made me miss the rest of the fight. Which probably what happened was Nut was too busy concentrating on the fight here that he didn't micro his mutalisks, and they just all got shot down by the stalkers. The stalkers were upgraded more, outnumbered the mutalisks, and just took them down. While over here, this fight was going on, and which I missed this fight because I was too busy watching the mutalisks fall. Had he kept those mutalisks alive, they could have got rid of the warp prism, prevented the reinforcements, and helped hold off this attack here. And Nut would have had that quite easily. So lucky there from Schintzel. He managed to pull off a win against a Masters player, and should be quite happy with himself. That was QED Denial, and I'm out.